Have you ever pondered the deep-rooted ties of the Jewish people to the land of Israel? Embraced by a history that spans over 3,700 years, the relationship between this ancient people and their homeland is a story of endurance, faith, and constant evolution. From the time of Abraham, the Jewish people have claimed Israel as their promised land. Their claim is not only rooted in divine promise, but also in their long history of settling and developing the land. The international community, acknowledging these deep ties, granted political sovereignty in Palestine to the Jewish people. However, this historic land has also been a stage for conflict, marked by defensive wars and territorial disputes. The term Palestine traces back to the 12th century BC, associated with the Philistines, an Aegean people who settled along the Mediterranean coastal plain of what is now Israel and the Gaza Strip. Later, in the 2nd century AD, the Romans named Judea Palestina in an attempt to diminish Jewish identification with the land of Israel. The Jewish people established the first constitutional monarchy in Palestine around 1000 BC, with King David declaring Jerusalem the nation's capital. Jewish independence in Palestine endured for over 200 years, comparable to the period Americans have enjoyed independence in their nation. Post the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem, Jewish life in Palestine didn't fade away, but often thrived. Significant communities were re-established in Jerusalem and Tiberias by the 9th century. Over time, despite numerous challenges, these communities expanded and flourished. By the early 19th century, even before the birth of the modern Zionist movement, more than 10,000 Jews lived throughout what is today Israel. The introduction of large-scale Jewish immigration to Palestine in 1882 found less than 250,000 Arabs inhabiting the land, many of whom were recent arrivals. It's crucial to note that Palestine was never an exclusively Arab country. There was no independent Arab or Palestinian state ever in Palestine, a fact underscored by prominent Arab-American historian, Princeton University Prof. Philip Hitti. To summarize, the Jewish people's ties to the land of Israel are both ancient and enduring, rooted in divine promise, settlement and development of the land, international recognition, and defensive wars. The term Palestine has historical connotations, but the land was never an exclusively Arab country. Jewish life in Palestine has continued to evolve and thrive, marked by periods of independence, community growth and resilience. The Jewish people's claim to this land is more than a historical fact. It's a living, breathing testament to their enduring spirit and unwavering faith.